When you look at this picture here, this is, of course, Lily, Betty, whatever you want to call her. And there she is in Markle's very luxurious, well, in my opinion anyway. Anybody who has a walk-in wardrobe, it's luxury, right, Trumps? I don't know about you. I open drawers, things fall out. You think, oh, there's a belt, not very organized, right? But the thing is, you look at this picture, and really, it tells you a lot about the person. Now, a lot of people have been critical, and as I've said to you before, I don't know anything about fashion. I don't know really anything about interior design. To me, I'm a bit sort of typical northerner, actually. If there's a wardrobe and there's a coat hanger in there, I think bonus, right? But the thing is,
It's kind of like I don't really care. I'm not that bothered, but I understand that for everybody else, maybe, fashion followers, all that sort of stuff, the glitz of the walking wardrobe is marvelous, isn't it? There you see, of course, Meghan Markle dressed in some pink affair with her daughter at her feet, and then the caption is, mommy's little helper. And this is just ahead of Markle going off to do the one-woman charity thing, whatever she's doing over in Switzerland. So again, trying to mimic Catherine, the Princess of Wales. Look, I can do that as well, move forward, etc. You understand where this gets really interesting, and I think also confusing in many respects, because, you're talking about poverty, you're talking about all sorts of stuff, people living, homeless, and then you have these pictures, and you've got the Armani jacket at the side.
Now again, I know it's expensive because I know it's a fashion brand and I know it's top dollar and all that. I wouldn't know how much these things are, but when you're wearing something like 78,000 pounds worth of jewelry in your promo video to sell pots of jam, it just doesn't bode well, does it? Right, it just doesn't sit particularly well. And of course, as I say, you look at the picture, you look at the bigger picture, and you think, what's really going on here? This may surprise you what I reveal from behind the scenes. As ever, let me explain. Hi, chums, welcome back. Thank you so much for your time. Here, all these crows here and stuff. Yeah, as I said to you before, I often think, what are you chatting about? Maybe I could save on the battery if they could send a message. Yeah, it's a bit like that cartoon, isn't it? The Wacky Races. Is the Wacky Races Stop the Pigeon? Do you remember? You see where my mind wanders when we're chatting as friends. Do you see what I'm saying?
This is why I think people get annoyed with me, because my mind just wanders. I can be on a bus. I'm in a world of my own half the time, as you can imagine. And the thing is, it's the ability to be able to switch off, I think, that keeps us sane. Are you like that? Absolutely, yes. Don't share your thoughts because, sometimes it's best to keep it zipped, isn't it? But it's nothing wrong with it, is there? I just find it's nice that you're able to just switch off and not bother too much. I saw a cat recently, and he's just walking across the road aimlessly, and I thought that cat doesn't look like he's got a care in the world. Not a bad way to be, is it? You couldn't say the same for him thinking Continuous Link, as jumps with Lamar, right?
Because this is a woman, in my opinion, that looks pretty desperate. It doesn't look a happy picture. And as I often say, I don't mean that unkindly, but she doesn't look happy. I mean, basically you're a grown woman taking pictures with your daughter in your wardrobe. What's the point of it? She didn't caption it like getting ready for a fantastic trip, looking forward to meeting people. It just looks bad. What I expected to see was the Joan Crawford monarchy, no wire coat hangers or something like that. Everybody, has had a go at Lily's hair or whatever. I'd not bothered. Kids are kids. They do sort of what they want, don't they? You know what I mean? It may surprise you, though, that this photographer is none other than Prince Harry. Yeah, the husband. Remember, he was sort of, upgraded, right?
Whatever you want to call it. He was the man, remember, who basically filmed a promo when Meghan told us all about the name change from American Riviera Orchard to Oz. Yeah, you see, so again, right, it's important, these things. Also, obviously, she couldn't have Lily doing it because she was a great professional videographer because she filmed them dancing, if you remember, brilliantly, but she had to be in the picture. There's a bigger story to this, though, because this is a bit of a kickback to what happened earlier this week. As you know, Meghan posted out this video all about when she was wearing the white wedding dress again, all of that malarkey, right, from the second wedding or whatever. And she came out in it, Stella McCartney frock, very expensive, very nice. Now, basically, if you'll notice, everybody picked that up.
Stella McCartney, Stella McCartney. The only person that didn't pick it up was Stella McCartney, right? Now, Stella McCartney I met her. She's a nice girl, actually. And not that she shouldn't be, but she is a nice girl. You know, we get on very well, and I know her father very well, Sir Paul McCartney. Nice family. She doesn't need that sort of publicity. It doesn't work in that level. Do you see what I mean? So, consequently, when you see it from that side, what you have to also look at is Meghan thought she was going to bung this out there and somebody was going to say, oh, let's re-tag that. Meghan has, worn the frock. Now, also, let me just put this out there. Her team have now said that placing the chart on the website doesn't mean she's going to get into wearing clothes or selling clothes, etc. I know from a staff member that Meghan was very, very interested when Sarah Jessica Parker turned up alongside the battling Andy Cohen when they went to the opening of a Primark store, which is a huge discount chain over here in the United Kingdom. And she went there.
Primark paid very well for it, trust me. But, Meghan now believes, well, if SJP, Queen of Sex and the City, can go down that avenue, that really was the test of the chart. The white dress was the test to see if she could get this sent forward by somebody of great standing like Stella McCartney. 5 days in, nothing. And Stella's been busy. Her team have been busy promoting and posting pictures of her latest collaboration with the actress who played the Queen, strangely enough, Dame Helen Mirren. So you can understand the desperation that seeps through this, and by posting this particular picture taken by her husband in her private wardrobe surrounded by all of these wonderful designer frocks, well, it's not boding well, is it? But then, does anything ever? But Meghan and Harry are now in this together to try and shore up some, many might suggest, and again I have to say allegedly, much-needed funds. Is it working for you, though? You, Sean, in the very heart of the United Kingdom.